together, and then, take our time on our offense and set it up so we don't let them get us out of our game, and then go down and just play the best defense that we can play.
You mentioned their point guard. They've got some quickness and some speed at point, but it's interesting. They have some go-to moves, and you don't want them to bite on that. How important is it in a game or a situation like this when everybody kind of steps up a little bit? Like you need Sierra McSpadden to have a big night, Rumfeld to have one of her bigger nights, because Baker, not a ton of size. I mean, they're kind of big across the board, a lot of 5'10s and 5'11s, but nothing really over 6 feet that gets a lot of minutes. So, but you need everybody really to kind of step in and not just get their points, but to kind of pick up slack, don't you?
We do need that, and the good news about that is that we know that Jess Rumfeld can do that for us. She's had games where she's had a ton of O-boards, and that definitely is going to need to be something that she can get tonight. And then just, scoring inside the paint, we know that she can do that. We know that their post play is straight behind defense, and they got some pretty thick girls, but Jess is going to have to seal deep in the paint and get those points for us. Not to mention, we definitely need to have Sierra and Emily playing their best game, obviously. But we need other people to be able to come in and play the best game that they've played all year long, to be able to take this number 3 team out, out of make them get a loss, actually, and be able to help ourselves get another win. I mean, we have 2 more games after this, so it's really imperative for us to be able to play like that today.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's the last week of the season, so you're going to play your best basketball. It kind of needs to be now, doesn't it?
It does, exactly, tonight, and that's the only night we need to think about.
Yeah, final week of the regular season, postseason after that. We're talking with Evangel assistant coach Don Neal. Back with more of our pregame coverage. Evangel hosting Baker. We're back in a minute. Okay, how long is this again?
Minute 30.
Welcome back to the Ashcroft Center. We're set to go between Evangel and Baker. Women's contest tonight, an early start time of 6 o'clock. Great to have you with us on the Crusaders Sports Network tonight. Here's the starting lineups first for Baker. Again at 18-9, 11-4 in the league. They will start 3 forwards and 2 guards. And a forward, Shea Shoemaker, 5'10", a junior from Minneapolis, Kansas. Reese Hudlin starts at another forward spot. 5'11" senior from Hartford, Connecticut, and transfer from Nebraska, Omaha. Rashida Simpson did not play against Evangel in the first meeting. She'll get a start today, 5'10", second year out of San Bernardino, California. Point guard, Brianne Garza, 5'10", a junior from Austin, Texas. And Alicia Fanshear, 5'10", a senior from St. John, Kansas, is the other guard. For the Crusaders, Jessica Lessman will start at a guard in place of the injured Amanda Landolt. Will set Evangel's full lineup on the fly as Lessman tracks down the opening tip-off, and we're underway. Emily Akins will run the point guard spot, 5'7", sophomore at Parkview. along with Lessman at guard. Jessica Rumfelt at a forward, 6-foot senior out of Bolivar. Sierra McSpadden has it up top, drives left of the lane. Her runner goes off the glass, no good. Rebound Baker. Bree Walsh at the other forward spot, 5'9", in her senior year at a Clever, in her first season playing basketball since high school 5 years ago. Rashida Simpson goes inside, fakes her way around Rumfelt, missed a shot in the lane. Loose rebound tracked down by Akins in the far corner. She'll bring it the other way. Crusaders in home white, maroon letters and numbers. They'll go from our right to our left here as opening half. Crusader has had a 3-game winning streak snapped on Saturday. And to get back on the winning track today, 3 games this week for Evangel in the final week of the regular season. Out front, Akins goes to her left, off to Lessman, fakes a 3, back to Akins with 3 to shoot. She gets into the lane, runner, off the glass, won't go, and the rebound to Baker. Wildcats in road navy blue, white letters and numbers, orange and blue trim. They'll go to the basket to our right. Brianne Garza in the backcourt, takes it between the circles. Very quick at point is Garza, feeds Simpson right of the arc. Left of the arc now for Reese Hudlin. Left side for Shoemaker, back to Hudlin, top of the key. Back to Garza with 6 to shoot. He wants everybody to clear out. Wants Akins one-on-one, drives to her right. Emily cuts her off, throws a shot off the back of the rim, no. Rebound Baker, they'll get it back to the perimeter. A 3-try left wing, good by Hudlin. Hudlin led Baker in scoring in the matchup in Kansas between these two teams on February 2nd. Baker won the game 70-52, which is a really deceiving final score. Evangel had a lead in that game with 9 minutes to go. Baker wound up closing it out to win by 18. McSpadden to her left, got cut off there. Out front, Lessman, right side, Akins. Akins backs up with 5 to shoot, inside to Rumfelt. Turnaround shot over the rim from 15 feet right of the lane. Rebound Baker, they'll go the other way. Dumping a pass off, broken up by Rumfelt as they tried to feed Rashida Simpson in transition. Rumfelt getting back, breaking up the fast break. 3-zip. Baker with an early lead. Wildcats get it in, left of the lane to Hudlin. Garza out front. Fanshear dumps it down low, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Evangel underneath. Officials look at one another. McSpadden tried to set for the charge, and they've changed the whole call. They're going to go with a travel instead. And Evangel will have it back. One had a foul, the other deferred and asked if the travel violation happened first, and it did. Here's McSpadden opposite foul line against full court pressure. Akins double team, loops a pass to midcourt to Sierra, throws it cross court to Walsh. Walsh left wing to Akins out front, underneath for Rumfelt, ball knocked away from her. Baker on a 3-on-2. Garza right side, it's the breaks. Evangel gets back. Bounce pass underneath. Turnaround shot, Simpson. And she missed a turnaround shot but got fouled. Jessica Rumfelt with her first. Again, Evangel without Landolt and Tianchi Brown. Only 9 players dressed. So one concern will be foul trouble today. Evangel cannot afford to run into deep foul trouble with this shortened roster. The first free throw is good. Rashida Simpson connecting on her first try. Here's the second, and that's good. She averages 10 points per game. Simpson not in the lineup when Evangel played Baker earlier this month. Walsh up the far sideline, cut off in a full court press. Rumfelt beats the press with a pass to Lessman right side. Drives, puts up a runner, and it's short. Rebound deflected back to Baker. 5-0 Wildcats with 16:40 to go, first half. Garza walking it into the backcourt, guarded loosely by Akins. Bounce pass right side of the backcourt to Simpson. They back way off her. Hudlin versus it left for Shoemaker. Back to Hudlin. Hudlin will drive right. Over to Garza. Bounce pass left side Shoemaker. She'll drive to her right, loop it back to Garza. Her 3 is good from the far wing. And Evangel will get a timeout called. An 8-0 start for Baker on the road in Springfield. 16:19 to go in the first. With a timeout on the floor, we're back to the Ashcroft Center after this. 30. Out of the timeout, Emily Akins gets basket for the Crusaders to put Evangel on the board. Evangel trailing Baker 8-2. The Wildcats go to the other end and commit a travel violation to give it back to Evangel. 15:54 to go, just underway in the first half. The Crusaders trail Baker 8-2. Wildcats getting votes for the top 25. Pass against full court pressure goes all the way to the other end and out of bounds. Walsh baseballed it linked to the floor looking for McSpadden. The pass overthrown, and Baker will get it back. Wildcats have a pair of threes and a couple of free throws to lead 8-2. Garza out front. Has a pass blocked by Akins. Gets it back and finds Shoemaker. Spins to her left. Cut off by Walsh. Gets back middle of the lane. Puts up a runner. Got fouled by Bree. They're going to count the basket. And a foul on Walsh. Shoemaker's first basket, and 4 of the 5 Baker starters have scored. As Walsh picks up her first foul, Shoemaker looks to complete a three-point play, and she does. 3 for her. Evangel down 11-2, again facing full court pressure. Walsh opposite foul line. Double team looking for help, and she's called for the double dribble. Did not really have another guard or player coming back at her to make a good passing angle. Inbounds comes to the foul line. Now goes left side for Hudland. Back up top, a drive by Fanshear, who's their leading scorer, and she's the only player for Baker on their starting 5 that hasn't scored yet. Here's Garza, a drive. Off to Hudland. Now to Shoemaker, driving left. Over to Fanshear, left side guarded by Lessman. Has to loop it cross court. Hudland fakes a 3, and she walked. Pump faked and then picked up her back foot. Her pivot foot came up, taking an extra step. Over to the Crusaders, and Sierra Washington checks in for Baker, 5'10 junior from Gardner, Kansas, and a transfer out of Pitt State. Baker manning up this time full court. Crusaders bring it up. Emily Akins, top of the key for Walsh. Walsh holds it there. Over to Rumfelt, right of the arc. Right wing for Akins. McSpadden covered up inside. Akins has to put it on the floor way out front. Reset the offense with 9 to shoot. Akins to her right off a Rumfelt pick. Splits 2 defenders. Lost the handle, and there's a foul on Baker reaching in. They bumped Akins' shoulder, knocking the ball loose. That's the first foul called on Baker tonight. It goes against Alicia Fanshear. Evangel will inbound near sideline as the Wildcats bring into the game Christy M., 5'11 sophomore from Towanda, Kansas. M had 22 points in their last game Thursday against Mid-America Nazarene. Wildcats fell to the Pioneers, ranked 9th in the country, 69-67. Down 8 at half Thursday, came back within 2, but fell to the 9th-ranked Pioneers. Angel with it. Bailey Irvine in for the first time. As it left to the key. Over to Lessman. Pass far side to Akins. Shakes a defender. Drives underneath. Got bumped in the lane. And fouled underneath by the Wildcats. Irvine, 5'8", a junior at a Hillcrest in Springfield. Transfer from North Arkansas. Foul goes against Reese Hudlin. That's her first. Team's second. Comes into Lessman. She'll drive all the way to the basket and score off the back of the rim. Lessman got a friendly roll off the back iron and a driving layup, and it's 11-4 Wildcats. Fanshear on the right side. Top of the key. With it there, Washington. To the far corner. Garza for 3 from there. Airballed it long. Caught by Lessman near side for Evangel. Back come the Crusaders. Trailing by 7. Irvine on the right wing. Up top for Rumfelt. Near side for Akins. Left wing Lessman. It was left of the arc for Irvine. Bailey directing traffic. It was cross court, right wing for Rumfeld. Near side for Akins. Akins backs up with a right-hand dribble. Crosses over to her left to the foul line. Kick out to Rumfeld. Now to McSpadden. Sierra trying to beat the shot clock. Tries with a runner. Can't. It went all glass. No rim. And Baker will have it back. Wildcats back to their bench again. Into the lineup goes Erica Simpson, a 5'6" freshman from Spring Hill, Kansas. She's in and will run the point guard this possession. Simpson hands it off. Now top of the key for Washington. Left of the arc, Fanshear fixes a three, and now a foul line jumper. It's good. Fanshear averaging 13.4, gets her first points of the game and makes it 13-4 Baker. Left wing Irvine. Goes cross court to McSpadden, right wing. She's covered up, feeds Rumfeld left, right block. She'll fake up, gets tied up, right of the lane, and it's going to go to Baker on change of possession. Lessman checks out of the game, and for the Evangel comes Chelsea Hancock. 5'6" freshman from Hazen, Arkansas. It was a mid-season pickup by Evangel at mid-semester. Pass out front deflected by Irvine, but tracked down by Baker. Sierra Washington a drive. Kick out front for Simpson. Top of the key now for Christy M. Lob underneath, broken up by McSpadden. Out of bounds to Baker inside with 10 on the shot clock and 12:30 to go in the first half. Macy Wallish comes in for Baker. 6'3" freshman. Gets her first playing time of the night. Gets it at the foul line. Over to Sierra Washington. Dump back down low, and a turnaround shot missed underneath. Votes misfires inside. Evangel the rebound. Right side, Hancock spots up for three. Missed it off the front of the rim. Rebound Baker. Erica Simpson takes it to the right corner. Votes with it. We've got a hand check foul. Hancock trying to stop Erica Simpson on a drive where left. Will get called for the foul. Danielle Latt in along with Ariel Robinson. Evangel's played all 9 they've got available tonight. Robinson and Latt come in for the first time. Left wing, spotting up for three. Christy M, and she knocks it down. M averages 7.7 off of the bench and coming off a 22-point game against the Pioneers. Here's a drive, a running hook by Irvine, left it short. Latt the offensive rebound, got the putback block, battled for the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds, and Evangel will come out with it. Evangel inbounding underneath. Comes into Irvine. She'll fire a three left wing, and it's off the back of the rim. Rebound Baker. 16-4. Wildcats lead. 11:35 to go in the half. Left side, another three. Cast up and in. This time by Sierra Washington. Fourth three-pointer of the game for Baker, who now lead 19-4. Ladd up top, lobs the foul line to Robinson. She's double-teamed. Finds Emily Akins left wing in the corner to Danielle Latt. She'll look underneath, go to Hancock. Chelsea back for Akins between the circles with 8 to shoot. Akins wanting somebody to set a screen for it out front. Spins, does right of the lane herself through a traffic and scores on a spectacular move right of the lane. Akins with 4. She beat 3 defenders by herself. Now left corner, a three by Baker. That's long. Rebound pulled down by Robinson. Evangel will bring it back the other way. Akins will push it up. Akins to Hancock, right of the arc. Hancock, right wing, Irvine. Underneath for Robinson, who got shoved from behind and fouled. Sierra Washington put 2 hands on her back. And Evangel will inbound underneath. 10:39 to go before halftime. Evangel needing a run here to get back in striking distance. Hancock looking to inbound it. Gets it in right corner, and an 18-footer by Akins is up and in. Akins with 6, and Baker wants a timeout. 10:34 to go in the first half. It's the Wildcats 19, the Crusaders 8. And with a timeout on the floor, we're back after this in the Crusaders Sports Network. Back at the Ashcroft Center, 19 to 8. Baker leads Evangel with 10:34 to go, nearing the midway mark of this first half. Emily Akins with 6 of Evangel's 8 points. Baker the other direction. Into their game, Kyra Ramsey, a Republic native. There's a travel again on Baker, this time Christy M. with the travel violation. Ramsey 5'6" and a sophomore at a Republic. And the sister to former Evangel men's point guard, Kale Ramsey. Robinson down low, turnaround shot by Ariels off the back of the rim, nearly at her own rebound. There's going to be a foul, I think, on Baker, as Bailey Irvine, or Danielle Latt rather, had a good block out underneath, got fouled from behind. Inbounds comes to Latt, open 15-footer, left baseline, good by Danielle. Her first 2. Angel back within 9, and Ramsey double dribbles to give it back to the Crusaders. Evangel chipping away. Back to work on the offensive end. Hancock, right side of the backcourt. Up top for Latt. Left of the arc for Irvine. Feeds it to Robinson, left of the lane. Double team. Kick out to Akins. 3-ball, left side is good. Akins with 9, and Evangel pulls within 6. And you know Ben Listard in that last time out said, don't let Akins get space. She did. There's a hand check foul on Hancock, trying to stop Ramsey's dribble drive right of the lane. Three new players come in for Baker. Reese Hudlin back in along with Brianne Garza. Chase Shoemaker back in too. Evangel shuttles in. Rumfelt and McSpadden. Latt and Robinson both come out. Baker inbounds under their basket. Foul was Hancock's second. Garza out front. Right hand dribble, crosses over. Bounce pass out front. Shoemaker flips it to her right. Hudlin gets it back to Garza at the point. She'll back up with a right hand dribble. Now to the right wing with 10 to shoot. Goes top of the key, Shoemaker. Drives, dives to dump it off. Pass broken up, caught underneath by Simpson, then blocked from behind by Rumfelt. And it's a foul underneath on Evangel's Rumfelt, who really got all ball up top. But you jump from behind like that, it's going to draw on officials' attention, and a lot of the time will result in a foul, and that's going to be Rumfelt's second. Free throw is good by Rashida Simpson. Bree Walsh back in. Rumfelt asked to come out with her second foul, and 9:17 to play here in the first half. Next free throw, that's good. Simpson hits both. Back in for the Wildcats is Alicia Fanshear, and Baker wants to put the press back on. 21-13, Evangel trailing by 8. Inbounds comes Akins at the opposite foul line. Trapped, finds Irvine to her right. Now over the midcourt line to Jess Lessman. Lessman back to Irvine at the top of the key. Left side for Walsh. Walsh left of the arc. Right side Irvine, 21-footer. Off the back of the rim. Rebound Baker. Wildcats the other way. Garza. On the right side, feeds Alicia Fanshear. Top of the key to Hudland. Flips a pass behind her to Shoemaker. Drives right of the lane. Runner off the glass, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Rashida Simpson, and she'll score in a putback. Ripped it away from Walsh and scores underneath. Back comes Evangel the other way, down 10. Irvine to McSpadden. Now they beat the press with a pass to Lessman. Now Bailey Irvine will bring it up. Irvine at the point. Hands it off to Emily Akins. Akins left of the arc for Walsh. Walsh puts it on the floor to her right. To Akins. Lob underneath intended for McSpadden. Over her head and out of bounds. It'll go back to Baker with 8:11 remaining in the first half. Rianne Garza brings it up. Garza hands it off. Now out front, it's Reese Hudlin. Dumps it underneath for Shoemaker posting up. Bounce pass right wing to Garza. Garza puts it on the floor to her left, goes across the key. Goes behind her, crossing over Fanshear, stumbles in the lane, lobs it left of the lane. Simpson leaves a shot short, got her own miss, and scores in a second try. Rashida Simpson with 8 points, and the lead back to a dozen for Baker. McSpadden over the midcourt line. Finds Bailey Irvine in the backcourt. Irvine top of the key. Lobs it right side. A 23-foot bomb by Akins is long. Rebound Baker. Wildcats the other way. In transition, Fanshear drives to her left, runs over Lessman, but that's going to be a block. Lessman couldn't quite get set. She's going to pick up her first foul, and team foul number 6. Danielle Latt in for McSpadden. Baker with a new shot clock will inbound to the right of their basket with 7:21 to play in the half. Ladd has come in for McSpadden. Rashida Simpson catching it left, right of the lane, goes in the paint, can't get a shot away. Backs it up to Brianne Garza. Garza wanting to go one-on-one, drives left, bounce pass to Simpson. Her shot blocked by Latt. Loose ball Evangel. Crusaders bring it the other direction. Bailey Irvine runs the point this possession. Irvine to her right off an Aikens screen. Drives all the way underneath, runs into a defender, but that's going to be a block on Baker. Strong play by Bailey Irvine on the dribble up the far sideline. Aikens gave her a good screen. Baker could not get square to her to cut her off, and that's going to be the second foul on Reese Hudlin. Irvine misses the free throw. She will have another. Hillcrest product. One more free throw. That is good as it got the roll. Irvine into the scoring column. Her first point. Crusaders down 11. Baker the other way. Garza brings it up. Garza bounce pass underneath to an open Sierra Washington. She rolls to the basket, scores on a layup, and a timeout called by Evangel. Baker extends the lead to 13. It's 27-14. Wildcats ahead. 6:43 to go in the half. And with a timeout, we will return after this. We'll do 2 of these. Back at the Ashcroft Center, Evangel trailing 27-14. Evangel coming out of the timeout with Bailey Irvine running the point. Akins, Lessman, Walsh, and Latt on the floor. Walsh finds Akins cutting through the lane, drives right to the rim and scores underneath. Emily Akins in double figures already with 11, and the Crusaders trail 27-16. Sierra Washington goes out front, swings it to the right corner. Fanshear trying to go baseline, cut off there by Lessman. Loops a pass, back out front. Now left of the arc, Garza. Her drive cut off by Akins. Left wing for Washington. Out front for Fanshear, 6 to shoot. Goes behind her back on a dribble. Picks it up, goes back to Garza, 23-footer. Rims out, no good. Walsh the rebound for Evangel. That comes Evangel the other way, down 11 with 5:50 to go in the first. Walsh left of the key, right side Akins. Bounce pass, deflected, but Lessman picks it up. Walsh, lob underneath for Latt. Catches in the lane, jump hook is short off the front iron. Baker the rebound. Outlet pass stolen by Irvine. Bailey missed a left-handed layup. Baker the other way. Pass underneath, broken up by Latt, but picked up by Baker in the lane, and they'll score underneath. Rashida Simpson with a basket, and now she has 10. 29-16. Angel down 13. Irvine backs her way to the free throw line. Out front for Emily Akins. Akins crosses over to her right. Kick out to Irvine. She'll fake a three, and she traveled. Kind of staggered with both feet. And made a jab step with both feet. And commits the walk as Sierra McSpadden comes back in for the Evangel. Walsh back out. Back comes Baker. 5 minutes to go in the half. Lob top of the key. Simpson backs it up to Garza. Garza drives to her left. Swings it off left wing. Faking a three is Washington. Loops it cross court. Right side Haley Tenpenny. Backs her way in on McSpadden. Covered up by Sierra. Forces up a shot. Airballs it. Rebound loose out of bounds. And it's going to go to Evangel. Crusaders get it back with 4:37 to go before halftime. Trail 29-16. Left wing Latt. Feeds it underneath to McSpadden, who hasn't scored yet tonight. Spins to her left. Jump hook is good, and there's her first bucket. McSpadden into the scoring column. They're going to need a lot more of that in the rest of this game if the Evangel is to have a chance. Really cannot have a quiet night from Sierra if Evangel has any hope against Baker today with a short-handed Crusader lineup. Here's a steal by Bailey Irvine, who takes it away from Tenpenny, and Evangel go back the other way with 4 minutes to go in the half. Irvine picks up a dribble out front, feeds Jessica Lessman. Lessman with it out front to Akins. Akins, Irvine, left corner for Danielle Latt. Back to Bailey. Irvine puts it on the floor to her right. Backs up in the backcourt with 7 to shoot. Irvine to her left, gets into the lane. Runner off the glass, no. Rebound Baker. Wildcats push it the other direction. Long down floor pass. Corralled near the baseline by the Wildcats. Bounce pass deflected, but picked up by Washington. We got a timeout called by Baker. 3:25 to go in the half. It's the Wildcats 29, the Crusaders 18. With a timeout on the floor, we're back after this on the Crusaders Sports Network. Nice. Back at the Ashcroft Center, Evangel trailing Baker 29-18. Wildcats at 18-9 the season. Can get to 20 wins in the year after losing 20 last season. Here's a three-point try, right wing, missed by Avery Votes. Crusaders the rebound. Back comes Evangel on down floor pass. Irvine missed McSpadden, and it goes out of bounds. Just out of the reach is Sierra. Baker will get it back with 3:13 to go before halftime. Back comes Baker the other direction. Right side, Christy M. drives all the way in the lane. Cut off there by Latt. Goes to Washington. Left of the arc, a runner. Will not go in, but there's a foul on Evangel. It may say that's on the floor. Danielle Latt will get stuck with a foul. It's going to be a 1-and-1 anyway, and Evangel's 7th team foul this half. Free throws for Christy M., 5'11 sophomore from Towanda, Kansas. Free throw no good in the front end of a 1-and-1. One of the better free throw shooters on Baker's team comes up empty on the front end. Emily Akins left to the key. Near side for Latt. She'll fire a three and knock it down. Danielle Latt with a three from the left side, and the Crusaders pull within 8. Out front, Brianne Garza walks it to the right elbow. 16-footer rattles in and out. Evangel the rebound as Latt pulls it down. Latt having one of her better nights of the year. And good timing for it. She has it left wing, tries to feed McSpadden, does right of the basket, missed the shot, rebound tipped around and picked up by Latt left wing. Goes underneath with another pass. That's batted out of bounds by Baker. Still Evangel ball near side. Danielle Latt getting her second three-point basket of the year. She was 1 for 9 from three range until that make from the left wing. Angel looking to inbound. It comes into Lessman. She'll drive to her right. Double pump in the lane. Rolls in off the back iron. Lessman with 4. Evangel pulls within 6. Now if they can finish the half strong, you got to like the way, or at least the position you're in, going to the locker room. Washington out front feeds Erica Simpson. She'll back up, look to her bench for a new play. Left side, Shoemaker, guarded loosely by McSpadden. Lobs it, middle of the lane, and it's going to be a tie-up, and Evangel's got the arrow as Aiken slid over and cut off the lob intended for Rashida Simpson, middle of the lane. Chelsea Hancock comes in for Emily Akins. Evangel facing full court pressure. Bailey Irvine trapped, feeds it near sideline for Lessman. Tries to get it back to Irvine, and it's batted out of bounds. Baker going to stay in the press here. Comes into Chelsea Hancock. Now they back up and man up. Hancock brings it up. Hancock fading to right side of the backcourt. Top of the key for Irvine. Lobs for McSpadden. They're all over her underneath, and they take away the pass. Fanchier leads a break. Goes down middle of the floor for Simpson, who scores and got fouled. Rashida Simpson running rim to rim. A nice pass from around mid-court on the lob, middle of the lane. That foul will go on Chelsea Hancock. It's number 3 on her. Free throw by Simpson. Good. She completes the three-point play. She has 13 here in the half. Lob goes up court, deflected. Walsh collects it shy of the midcourt line, gets it up the far sideline to beat the press. Feeds McSpadden right corner. She'll fire a 19-footer and knock it down. Evangel needed that. McSpadden with her second basket. We've got a minute to go before halftime. Crusaders down 7. Here's Erica Simpson. Feeds it right side to Alicia Fanchier. She'll dribble to her left. Has it pocket picked by Hancock. Chelsea leads it right the other way. Hancock to McSpadden right wing. Back out front to Chelsea Hancock. Left side for Latt. Left corner for Lessman. Lessman back to Latt left of the arc. Right side now for Sierra. Down low. Here's Walsh right of the lane. Puts it on the floor. Puts up a shot. And missed it off the glass. Rebound Baker with 25 seconds to go in the half. Erica Simpson pushes it up. Left side Shoemaker. She'll drive to her right. Get inside the lane. and runs over a defender. That should be a charge. We'll see. Evangel, I believe, will get it back. It is an offensive foul on Baker with 17 seconds to go in the half. Foul on Shoemaker on the offensive foul. Emily Akins back in for the last 17 seconds of the half. Walsh under the opposite basket. Gets it to midcourt to Lessman. She'll bring it across the half-court line with 9 to go in the half. Now Akins with 7 seconds left. 5 seconds. Akins to her right. Right of the key. Makes a stop-and-go move. Puts up a runner off the glass. No good at the buzzer. And the first half is over. Evangel hanging in this first half. A short-handed Crusaders team who only had 9 available tonight. But they play Baker to a 7-point first half. At the break, it's the Wildcats 32, the Crusaders 25. First half recap coming up when we return after this on the Evangel Crusaders Broadcasting Network. All right. We're back at halftime at the Ashcroft Center, where the Crusaders trail Baker 32-25 on this Monday night. Time for the game summary brought to you by Empire Bank. Empire Bank, where teamwork always pays off. Wildcats with a lead of 7, and here's the first half scoring recap for the Wildcats. Rashida Simpson leads everybody with 13 points. Then it drops way off from there, and neither team exactly balanced in the first half. Rashida Simpson with 13, Sierra Washington 5, Brianne Garza with 3, Chase Shoemaker with 3, Reese Hudlin 3 points, 3 points by Christy M, and 2 points in the game for Alicia Fanshear. Evangel led by Emily Akins. She has 11 of her team's 25. Danielle Latt with 5 points, 4 from Jessica Lessman and 4 from Sierra McSpannon. 1 point in the game from Bailey Irvine thus far. Jessica Rumfelt, Brianna Walsh, Ariel Robinson, and Chelsea Hancock have all seen playing time, but have not scored yet. First half numbers, Baker out shooting Evangel, but not by a tremendous amount, really by about 9%, but Both teams have made 11 shots from the floor. Baker with a couple of more three-point baskets and a handful more free throws, that being the difference. Baker 11 for 23 in the first half and 4 for 8 from three-point range. Evangel is 11 out of 29 and 2 for 6 from behind the arc. Difference right now really at the foul line, where the Wildcats are 6 of 8 and the Crusaders have just been there for 2 free throws and made one of them. That was a Bailey Irvine 1 for 2 trip. Baker with 16 rebounds. Evangel 14 boards. A lot of turnovers in the first half. Baker with 10, Evangel with 8. The Crusaders down 13, and you kind of felt like they were maybe on the verge of getting knocked out in the first half, but were able to chip away. And to be down 7 right now at the half, they have to feel pretty good about that, considering the shape they came into the game with. No Amanda Landolt, who was injured midway through the first half on Saturday. No Tianchi Brown, who was injured on Thursday night last week in Kansas City. Both of those players out, leaving Evangel with just 9 players on the roster and really thin at the point guard position, with Emily Akins pressed into duty at point guard and Bailey Irvine coming off the bench to back her up at point. And Chelsea Hancock, who just joined the team in mid-semester, getting some minutes as well. And with that group, Evangel has hung in for a half, trailing an 18-win Baker team by 7 at intermission. We're back with more Evangel sports news, including a look at the week ahead for Evangel basketball, the final week of the regular season upon us. And we'll talk about that when we return after this on the Evangel Crusaders Sports Network. Gotcha. Back at halftime, Evangel with a trailing Baker 32-25 in this women's game. Crusaders back here on Thursday, the last time they'll be home during the regular season. More on that in a moment. It's going to be a big Thursday night. Mid-American Nazarene is here, ranked in the top 10 in women's basketball. And the men's game could very well be for the Heart of America Conference title on Thursday night. Women's game at 5:30, men's game 7:30. More on all that in a moment, but other Evangel sports news. The Evangel baseball team over the weekend won 3 games at Mid-America Christian, sweeping a 3-game series. Evangel baseball off to a 9-1 start. Weather permitting, they'll play a doubleheader tomorrow against Oklahoma Baptist in Shawnee. Evangel softball opens the season tomorrow. They too head that same direction to play Bacone in Oklahoma in a doubleheader. Last weekend, Evangel indoor track was in the Heart of America Conference Championship indoor meet. Hannah Cotton, that is the wife of Evangel basketball forward Stephen Cotton. She transferred into Evangel this year and running track for the Crusaders. qualified for the NAIA National Championship indoor meet in the 60-meter hurdles. Hannah Cotton finishing second in the Heart of America Conference. It was a 55-meter hurdle race this past weekend at the Heart of America Conference title meet. She finished second in the league, but didn't qualify to get to the national indoor meet in 2 weeks in Ohio. Again, this is the final week of the regular season in the Heart of America Conference, and here's what the schedule looks like. We mentioned for Evangel, they will have Mid-American Nazarene here for games on Thursday night. Women's game 5:30, men's game 7:30. Pioneers in the women's end, we are a game away from clinching the conference championship. They'll be at the Ashcroft Center Thursday night. Men's game will feature an Evangel team that has a one-game lead in the Pioneers, but if the Crusaders win that, they would pull even in the standings, but they will have beaten Evangel twice, so they would own a tiebreaker should the two teams stay tied after Saturday. Saturday is the final day of the regular season. Evangel, both the men's and women's teams, wrap up the regular season in Peru, Nebraska, taking on Peru State. A site that has 20 inches of snow forecast for it on Thursday. It could be an interesting league schedule given the weather situation to our north on Thursday night. Graceland is at home against Peru State on Thursday. And hopefully they're able to get that game in. Other games scheduled on Thursday. This is the only game in the league scheduled now between Baker and Evangel tonight. Central Methodist is at Culver Stockton. Missouri Valley is at Avila on Thursday. That is a huge game to break up an 8th place tie. That's almost like a conference tournament qualifying game Thursday. Two teams tied at 4-12 records in a tie for 8th. Graceland is out of it. They're at 0-16. Their season will end when the regular season does. Benedictine, meanwhile, takes on Baker on Thursday. Baker needs to win this game tonight and needs to beat Benedictine head-to-head to have a chance to catch the Ravens for second. Right now, Baker leads Evangel by 7 at the break. It's the Wildcats 32, Evangel 25. Our second half coming up from the Ashcroft Center when we return after this. Okay. Back at the Ashcroft Center, where the Crusaders trail Baker at the half, 32-25. As we recap the first half, should mention Evangel in some foul trouble with Chelsea Hancock. 3 fouls on her. She's not a starter, so not likely to start the second half. That is a factor because Evangel's shorthanded at guard with Tiashi Brown and Amanda Landolt both out. No one else with more than 2 for either team as we get set to start the second half here from Ashcroft. Baker's ball to start the half. They get it in and get it underway as Brienne Garza sends it to the right side to Shoemaker. She'll lob it to the right corner. Fanshear takes it to the wing. Trying to cross over on Lessman. Back out front, Shoemaker flips it behind her to Garza. Garza to her right. Fanshear back to Garza in the corner. Cut off by Lessman. Backs up, shoots a 20-footer. That's short. Rebound Shoemaker. They lob it back out front. Baker resets. Pass near side. That's knocked out of bounds. Leaping up, Sierra McSpadden deflects the pass. Baker will have it near sideline. Comes in for Baker. Garza gets their offense set. Garza guarded by Akins. Hands it off to Fanshear. Now out front, Shoemaker driving to her right. Had his player had her defender screened off, and she gets a wide open layup. 3 Evangel players kind of got caught in a pick, and there's a pass that's intercepted against the full court pressure. Left side spotting up for 3. Fanshear missed it in and out. Rebound Baker. They'll get it back out front. Garza driving into the lane, and the ball knocked out of her hands. Got it back. Feeds Fanshear. Fanshear driving left. Nearly lost the handle. Feeds Garza left wing. She'll drive. Has the ball knocked away, but they're going to call a foul on the Crusaders. Reach in on Evangel. Baker will inbound underneath. They call the foul on McSpadden. Out front, a deep 3 by Fanshear. Misses off the front of the rim. Rebound knocked on the floor and picked up by Akins. Baker had their hands on it. Evangel able to knock it loose. Akins brings it the other way. Akins right side for Rumfeld. Out front, Sierra McSpadden. A deep 3 by Sierra, banked in off the glass. He'll take it. McSpadden with a 3 off the window. And it's a 6-point Baker lead. This is as close as it's been since early on. Evangel started the game trailing 8-0. Mixed out front, Fanshear goes to the foul line, tries to drive, got a hand checked and fouled by Lessman. Second foul on Lessman. Wildcats inbound underneath. Lobbed out front for Shoemaker. She'll drive to her left, now fire a 3 and knocks down the tray. Chase Shoemaker with 8. Here's Walsh opposite Key. And she got fouled. No, she got called for the travel. Shoemaker got her across the wrist. They let it go. But Baker's going to have it on the turnover. Bailey Irvine in for Evangel. And she'll give Walsh a break with 17:47 to go in the game. Evangel down by 9. Garza brings it across the key. Over to Shoemaker. Gets it left wing for Fanshear. Now back to Shoemaker, left of the arc. Backs her way in on Akins. Drives spinning away from the defender and scores in a finger roll. Shoemaker with 10. And Evangel trails by double digits, 39-28. Irvine near corner opposite end. Trapped. Finds Lessman in midcourt. Evangel breaks the press. Lessman picks up a dribble. Right side. Irvine feeds it underneath. Rumfeld has to save it into Lessman, and now it's to Akins' hands, and Evangel will get in their offense. Akins lobs it right side for Lessman. Lessman, left of the arc for McSpadden, drives to her right, back to Lessman, right corner Rumfeld. Back to McSpadden. She'll drive to the foul line left and get fouled and hand checked by Baker. Foul will go against Reese Hudlin. That's going to be her third. Crusaders inbound far sideline. Shot clock had wound down to 4. Now they get a fresh 30. Irvine left of the arc. Top of the key for Jess Rumfeld. Back to Hancock, left of the arc. Fires a pass to Akins, cut into the hole. Got blocked, but she's knocked down on the play. Garza spiked the ball. They blow the whistle as if to call a tee, but I think she's just going to get a warning out of that, as Emily Akins goes to the free throw line for a couple. It's going to be the second foul on Garza. Akins shooting 2. Front end is on the way and good. Emily Akins with 12 points entered the game 5th in the conference in scoring. Among the league leaders in free throw percentage as well. Second foul shot, that's good. Evangel wanting to get to the line a lot more than they did in the first half. Here in the second, they trail by 9 here against Baker. Garza, driving right, pull-up jumper, good from 16 feet. 5 for Garza in the game. Angel down by 11, full court pressure applied. Akins under the opposite basket. Long baseball pass over the midcourt line to Sierra McSpadden. Baker getting back. Here's Lessman left side of the backcourt. Lessman out front for Bailey Irvine. Back to Lessman. Feed a curling Akins across the lane. Goes up and gets hacked underneath again. And Akins will get her way to the foul line for the second consecutive trip. Try to chip Evangel back within single digits of the lead. That's the third foul on Garza. Front end is good. Emily Akins averaging 15.1. Actually up to 4th in the league in scoring. She had a 19-point game Saturday against Culver Stockton. And that was an impressive performance by her, not just the 19 points, but she was matched up with Culver Stockton's top player and the best scorer in the league in Mimi Reeves. Second free throw is good. She hits both. 15 for Akins. She'll get a breather as Chelsea Hancock comes into the game for her. Akins outstanding at both ends of the floor on Saturday and just about single-handedly kept the Crusaders in the game Saturday against Culver Stockton. Shoemaker to drive, spins to her left. Back out front, a 3 try by Sierra Washington goes long. Battle for the rebound, gets pulled down by Lessman, and Evangel will clear it and go the other way. Evangel down 9. Irvine brings it up. Irvine to Rumfeld, left side of the backcourt. Rumfeld looking for help, puts it on the floor, now finds Irvine between the circles. Irvine back to Rumfeld, left side. Rumfeld lobs it underneath for Lessman, who fakes up, now goes up left of the lane, missed it off the glass. Rebound Baker. Had a pretty look underneath and got open inside, but could not quite finish. Back comes Baker. Van Sheer to her right. Cut off by Lessman. Pull up jumper right of the lane. No. Rebound Lessman, and a nice defensive stand by Evangel. And Lessman doing a nice job bottling up Alicia Fanshear, one of the conference's top scorers. Here's McSpadden, right side of the arc. Looks at Rumfeld cutting through, can't feed her. Goes to Hancock, looking left and feeds Rumfeld. Rumfeld with it left side. Out front for Lessman. Right side, Hancock feeds it down low, intended for McSpadden. Pass taken away from her. Shoemaker leads a break the other way. Ahead, here's Erica Simpson. Gives it across the lane. Washington had a shot blocked. It's out of bounds off the Crusaders. Ariel Robinson back in for Evangel, along with Danielle Latt, who's had a strong game for Evangel. Emily Akins did not sit for long. She comes back in as well, and she'll come in for Lessman. Simpson had triggered the inbounds pass. Lobbed out front. Caught by Christy M. Her deep three rims out from 24 feet away. Evangel the rebound. Hancock will bring it up. Evangel down 9 still with 14:20 to go in the second half. Akins on the right side. Looks at Irvine cutting through. Can't feed her. Here's Robinson top of the key. To Hancock. Left wing Irvine. Pump faked on a three. Now back to Hancock. Chelsea backs up with a right-hand dribble. Goes to her right off a screen. Stop and go move. Runner right of the lane is short. Rebound Baker. Wildcats clear it up the near side. Erica Simpson pushes it up. Left side, Sierra Water make that into the lane. A shot by Fanshear won't go. Rebound Irvine. Evangel will clear it. Angel still hanging in down 9 with a 13:45 to go in the second half. Irvine calls Emily Akins to take it and run the point guard spot. Akins at the top of the key. Goes to her left, kick out to Hancock. 22-foot bomb, way short. Rebound picked off the floor by Latt with 4 in the shot clock. Latt needs to shoot it and never saw the shot clock. Actually, they say she beat the horn on the shot clock, but missed it off the front of the rim. Baker in transition. Here's a drive by Christy M. Missed it to the runner. Rebound right of the lane by Washington. She loops it back out front, and Baker sets up their offense. Driving left, Erica Simpson puts up a shot and scores over Hancock left of the lane, and we've got a timeout called by Baker. 13:02 remain. It's the Wildcats 43, Evangel 32. Timeout called. We're back after this on the Crusaders Sports Network. Let's take 2. Back at the Ashcroft Center, Evangel trailing Baker 43-32. 13:02 to go before the end of regulation. Evangel trying to avoid their second straight loss. They entered the night 7-14, 6-9 in the league. Inbounds pass comes to Irvine. Cross-court pass for Hancock. Got tipped, but she corrals it in midcourt. Right side for Danielle Latt. Lob for Robinson right of the lane. Spins to her left, pump fakes. Goes up at a shot partially blocked with the offensive rebound. Put back up and in by Emily Akins. She has 17. Evangel back within 9. Simpson out front. Simpson crosses over to her right. Backs away in the lane on Hancock. Sends it right side for Fanshear. She runs into Akins, and they'll call Emily Akins for a blocking foul, which will be her first of the night. 12.5 to go in regulation. Baker inbounding far sideline. Out front, Erica Simpson. It's a left corner to Fanshear. Back out front to Christy M. Now Simpson right side of the backcourt. Hands it all behind her to Washington. Pass out front to M is deflected by M, but she goes back near midcourt to get it. Drives left off a screen. Double pump around a defender long. Rebound Emily Akins. She'll push it the other direction. In transition, finds Robinson, who finishes on a layup and a fast break. Pretty pass from Akins. She caught Robinson in stride, and Ariel gets her first 2 points of the game. Evangel back within 7. Fanshear drive. Crosses over, dishes off across the lane for Wallish. Misses the shot, got her own miss. Misses the putback. Rebound batted around and recovered by Chelsea Hancock. Smallest player on the floor got the rebound for the Evangel. She'll take it the other way herself. Here's Bailey Irvine, left wing for Latt underneath. Robinson spins to her left. Reverse layup won't go. Rebound tip to Akins, and she's fouled on a putback. Crusaders have come from 11 down, back to within 7, and now have free throws for Emily Akins with 11:25 to go. Front end, good by Akins as it swishes in. Foul is Macy Wallish's second, they say, on the scoreboard. Avery votes back in now for Baker. Second free throw by Akins. That's on the way, and that's good. She has 19, and Evangel trails by 5, 43-38. This has been an impressive effort by Evangel to be in this thing. Here's a lob underneath. Wallish's 10-footer right of the lane. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Irvine in traffic, and she's fouled. Evangel chin chip closer, and you wonder if Ben Lister, the Baker head coach, is feeling antsy here, seeing a shorthanded Evangel team chip back away. Every time you think Baker's on the verge of pulling away and putting it out of reach, Evangel puts together a little run. Here's a drive by Lessman, pull up from 12 in the lane, won't go. Rebound batted out of bounds off Wallish's hands, and the Crusaders are going to keep it. Rashida Simpson, who had 13 points at halftime, back in the lineup for Baker. Officials ask about the shot clock. Ben Lister has his hands up saying it never hit rim. They're going to reset it at 30. Shot clock was at 27. Baker does not think that should have been reset. Evangel's going to inbound it. Comes into Robinson, back to Akins, left corner for 3. It's short. Rebound picked up at the top of the key by Baker, and Fanshear pushes it up. Left side of the backcourt, Christy M pulls up and hits from 17. No one picked up Christy M, and she's way too good a shooter to leave wide open, or open at all. Angel against full court pressure. Irvine opposite key, double team, looking for help. Finds Latt across the midcourt line. Latt all the way in the lane, lobs it for Robinson left of the paint. Left side for Akins. She'll drive to the basket, runs into a defender. It's block on Baker. Oh. Rashida Simpson tried to draw the charge. She was there first, but may not have been squared up to the drive by Akins. Emily Akins swishes home the first free throw, and she gets her 20th point of the game. Here's Sierra McSpadden and Jessica Rumfelt both back in. One more free throw for Akins pending. Her second one, that's good. That was Rashida Simpson's first foul, by the way. Crusaders down 5, 45-40. At the foul line, Rashida Simpson, guarded by Rumfelt. Fakes right, goes left, and fouled by Jessica Rumfelt. Rumfelt's third. Fresh shot clock for Baker. They'll inbound left of their basket. Comes into Simpson, left of the lane. Left side Fanshear, drives to her right. Lob middle of the lane for Simpson. Fade over McSpadden won't go. Akins the rebound. Emily Akins pushed it up floor. Near side for Bailey Irvine. Irvine to Akins left side. Out front for Rumfelt. She'll fire 3. Misses it long. Rebound tipped out front. Recovered by Baker. And Erica Simpson will take it the other direction. Boy, had that dropped, we'd have a 2-point game. But Rumfelt comes up empty. A drive and a layup is good off the glass by Reese Hudlin. 47-40. Baker breaks a little scoreless drought. Now in a full court press. Bailey Irvine opposite free throw line. That brings it up the far sideline. Baseball pass across the midcourt stripe to McSpadden. Irvine gets it back. Evangel into their offense. Right side Akins. 22-foot bomb is good. Emily Akins with a 3, and Evangel pulls within 4. It's 47-43 with 9:15 to go. Out front, Erica Simpson, who got hobbled in the last possession, still in. Here's a drive. A runner off the side of the glass won't go from Hudlin. Evangel the rebound. They can pull back to within a basket this trip. Irvine around the defender. All the way top of the key, feeds Rumfeld left side, over to McSpadden. Her three is off the back of the rim. Rebound Baker, and Fanshear will push it up. Fanshear near side for Avery Votes. It's on the right side to Erica Simpson. Baker will reset their offense with 8:40 remaining. Simpson to her right, cut off by Irvine. Pulls up in the lane from 5 and scores. Erica Simpson with 4 points. Lead back to 6 for Baker. Lessman over the midcourt line, ahead to Jess Rumfeld. Rumfeld finds Emily Akins in the backcourt. Akins to Lessman. Lessman, right side Akins for 3, right wing. It's off the back iron. Rebound Baker. Wildcats the other way. Erica Simpson brings it up floor with 8:10 remaining. Left side Votes. Lobs it cross court, and it's through the hands of Fanshear and out of bounds. It's Evangel's ball back with 8:05 left. Wildcats point guard back in. Brianne Garza re-enters the game as Evangel calls timeout. 8:05 to go. It's Baker 49, Crusaders 43. And with a timeout on the floor, we will be back after this on the Evangel Crusaders Sports Network. We'll do 2 more. Back at the Ashcroft Center, full court press from Baker. Evangel able to get it across midcourt line and break it. Evangel trailing by 6. Sierra McSpannon with it for the Crusaders finds Rumfeld. Her 15-footer good from the right wing. That's Rumfeld's first basket of the game. And Evangel trails the Wildcats 49-45 with 7:40 to go. Every time you think Evangel's down and out, they find a way to hang in this thing. A deep 3 out front, off the front of the rim, no good from Garza. Long rebound tracked down by Emily Akins. She'll bring it the other way. Akins, right side for Bailey Irvine. Cross court Akins, left wing, too far out to shoot. Out front Irvine, top of the key, 3 ball off the back iron. Rebound Baker. They'll clear it the other way. Garza pushes it up. Austin, Texas native to the right wing for Fanshear. Fanshear in her senior year. Is a lob down low to Rashida Simpson, who scores over Rumfeld inside. That's her first basket of the second half. Rashida Simpson with 15 to lead Baker. Evangel down 6. Bailey Irvine at the point. Looks to her right. At the point, picks up a dribble. Over to Jessica Lessman left side. Lessman left of the arc. Top of the key, Rumfeld. Right side for Irvine again. Left of the arc, 22-footer by Rumfeld, swishes through. Rumfeld with a deep 3. Evangel within 3 at 51-48. This is as close as it's been since it was 3-0 early on. Garza a drive, cut off to her right, sends it back to the far side to Fanshear, and a pass got tipped but picked up by Hudlin. Garza again across the key, hand off left for Shoemaker, backs her way to the foul line, picks up a dribble, bounce pass to Hudlin, her pass far side for Shoemaker, going baseline, throws it in off the glass and scores. Baker back ahead by 5, and a timeout on the floor with 6 minutes to go in the game. 53-48. Baker leads the Crusaders with 6 minutes left. Timeout again. We'll be back to the Ashcroft Center, but first, this commercial break. Let's take 2 more. What do we got left now? Back at the Ashcroft Center, it's 53-48. Baker ahead by 5. They have led this game by as much as 13. Evangel chipped back away. They got to within 3 a moment ago before a basket by Shoemaker. Lessman right side of the backcourt. Moves it cross court to Akins, deep left of the arc. Back up top for Lessman at the point. Lessman looking right, can't feed McSpadden. Goes to Akins instead, left of the key. Akins, right of the key to Bailey Irvine. She'll look inside. Up top, here's Rumfeld. Left side, Akins. Kick out to Rumfeld. Top of the key. 3 is good. Another tray by Rumfeld. Evangel within 2 at 53-51. 5:20 to go. Garza to the free throw line and dribble. Picks it up over to Fanchier. She'll go left. Flip it behind her to Sierra Washington. Now to Garza. She'll try to go right. Cut off by Lessman. Now she'll fire a 3, misses it short. Rebound Lessman. Add to Akins. Akins will push it up, does not have numbers, crosses over, gets between 2 defenders, has the ball knocked away. It's loose in the lane and tied up. The arrow goes to Evangel. Still Evangel ball. They'll have it underneath with just under 5 minutes to go in the game, trailing 53-51. Danielle Ladd has come back into the game for the Crusaders. Sierra McSpadden is checked out. There's 22 seconds on the shot clock as they wipe up the floor in the lane on the pile-up. An eventual held ball. Akins lobs the ball inbounds to Rumfeld, hands it back to Akins, pull up left of the lane, off the glass, no good. Baker the rebound, their lead preserved for now. Wildcats the other way, leading by 2. Evangel began the night with 9 players available, including 2 guards out. We've got a foul away from the ball. It's going to be a hold on the Crusaders. Danielle Latt called for the push. Her second foul, team foul number 5. Neither team in the bonus yet. Catching right elbow, Rashida Simpson. Gives it up behind her to Brianne Garza. Garza to her right. Cut off by Akins. Backs up to the wing. Hands it off behind her to Fanchier. She'll cut to the basket and score off the glass. That's only her second basket of the game. Garza with 4 tonight. Makes it 55-51. Crusaders the other way. Going to the basket to our right in the second half. Lessman, top of the key for Rumfeld. Right side Irvine. Irvine, top of the key to Danielle Latt. Latt right side, feeds Jess Lessman with 9 to shoot. Top of the key, Irvine for 3. Rimmed it out, no good. Baker the rebound. Wildcats clear it. Length of the floor pass to Shoemaker. She'll stop right side, get it back to her point guard. Fanchier now, crosses over left. Spins left of the lane, cut off by Lessman. Washington, kick out to Garza. Garza to the foul line, got bumped and fouled. Emily Akins with a hand check, which will be her second foul. Team foul number 6 on the Crusaders. So both teams in the bonus now, the rest of the way. 3:43 to go. Right of the arc, Fanchier backs up with a left-hand dribble. Feeds Brianne Garza, her point guard. She'll stutter step, drive right of the lane on Lessman, cut off there, kick out to Washington, her three, off the back of the rim, rebound Shoemaker, Baker keeps it alive. Fanchier to Brianne Garza in the backcourt, back to Fanchier with 3:20 remaining. Baker a third straight trip here with a fresh shot clock. Lob in the middle of the lane, Simpson goes up at a shot partially blocked, and the loose ball peeled out of the air by Lessman. Evangel the other way numbers. Akins pushes it up. Lob for Latt, goes up and scores the layup. Latt with 7, her first basket this half, and it's 55-53 Baker. Less than 3 minutes to go. Wildcats with it far side. Fanchier to her right, spins, lost the handle in the lane, but picks it back up. Feeds Shoemaker out front. Shoemaker with a wild dribble. Evangel screaming for a travel or double dribble, but they let the play go. Shot clock down to 8. Garza to her right. Drives right of the lane, draws contact and an Evangel foul. Or is it a push-off? It is an offensive foul on Baker. Fourth foul on Brianne Garza, their point guard. She comes out, and Evangel will bring it the other way with 2:36 to go. Emily Akins will run the point. Akins brings it up. They've got Christy M in the game now, the Wildcats do. There's a foul away from the ball as Rumpfelt trying to cut across the lane. Gets grabbed by a Wildcat. Ben Lister screaming in protest. What's going to be free throws for Evangel and a chance to tie here with 2:26 left. Rumpfelt with 8 points today, all this half. That is the fourth foul on Reese Hudlin. Front end of a 1-and-1 is no good. Missed it off the back of the rim. Baker the other way. There was Evangel's first opportunity to draw even in a little while, but Baker holds on to lead, and there's 2:15 left. Fanchier out front to Hudlin. She'll stop right of the key, go to Fanchier left swing, left side. Hand check foul on Akins as Hudlin lost the dribble. Free throws for Alicia Fanchier. She gets a 1-and-1. Third foul against Akins. Free throw, good in the front end of a 1-and-1. Fanchier, an 83% foul shooter. Ranked 7th in the league in scoring. Hit the front end. Here's the second one. That is good. And Baker goes up by 4, 57-53. Full court press is on. Lessman under the opposite basket to Akins' far corner. Picks up a dribble, in some trouble, finds Lessman under the opposite basket. Lessman still at the other end, looking for help. Gets it to midcourt and Walsh. Walsh down floor to Rumpfelt, and Baker gets back. Rumpfelt to Danielle Latt right of the key. Latt looking for a guard. Pass out front to Akins, stolen away. Here's Garza to the other end, drives, and blew the layup. Rebound Emily Akins. Back the other way comes Evangel. Rumpfelt will bring it up. 1:38 to go in the game. Evangel down 4 to the Wildcats. Walsh right wing to Rumpfelt right side. Hands it off behind her. Ball knocked away. Loose in the backcourt. And out of a scramble, it's tied up. And this time Baker has the arrow. 1:26 left. And Evangel may be running out of time and chances as there's a timeout called with Crusaders down by 4. 57-53. Baker hanging on to the lead. We've got a timeout called, and we're back to the Ashcroft Center after this commercial break. We're back at the Ashcroft Center where with 1:26 left to play, Evangel trails Baker 57-53. Time for the game summary brought to you by Empire Bank, where teamwork always pays off. The Crusaders have hung in this game, as we've mentioned throughout. Evangel only with 9 players available. 2 point guards, Amanda Landolt, the starter, and Tianchi Brown, both out with injuries. Baker started this game with an 8-0 lead. Led by as much as 13, led 32-25 at half. Lead by 4 now, 57-53. Possession here will flip back to Evangel's side. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Both teams in the single bonus. Baker the other direction. Garza hand off to Shoemaker, out front for Alicia Fanshear. She'll go to her right off the screen, trying to feed the Simpson in the pick and roll. There's a collision in the lane, and they're going to call a travel on Baker, and Evangel will get it back. Another chance for the Crusaders, who trail by 4 with 1:14 left, and facing a full court press again from the Wildcats. Evangel shuttles in Bailey Irvine. She'll come in for Walsh. Evangel gets an extra ball handler out there. Needing 2 baskets. It's a 2-possession Baker lead now. Inbound to Irvine. Irvine opposite corner to Emily Akins. Here comes the trap on her. Looking for an open teammate. Finds Irvine opposite foul line. Irvine up to the midcourt line to Latt. Evangel breaks the press. Latt will look for the guard. Feeds Lessman at midcourt. Lessman hands it off to Akins. Left side, Bailey Irvine. Back to Akins. A right side 3. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Baker with 48 seconds to go. Evangel now needs to find a way to get it back. See how long they go before they decide to foul. 4-point Baker lead. Garza to the far sideline on the dribble. Takes it all the way to the wing. Backs up with a left-hand dribble. Now gets it top of the key to Fanshear. She wants to go one-on-one with 8 to shoot. Lobs it middle of the lane for Rashida Simpson. Shot is short. Loose ball on the floor. It's tied up. And Evangel has the arrow this time with 21 seconds to go. Down by 4. Baker is signaling for the timeout. And they're going to take it with 22 seconds to play. We will keep it here. So Evangel down 4 with a 2-possession lead for the Wildcats. Evangel will need a basket and then find a way to get the ball back. As Baker shuttles in Christy M. and Sierra Washington. Baker down to their final timeout, leading 57-53. Oh, the Crusaders have put together one of their best efforts this season, given their circumstances. They have scrapped to give themselves a chance in this game. And just a tremendous effort to be in the position that they're in now down the stretch. They're going to have to do this again Thursday, likely with the same lineup against Mid-America Nazarene, the 9th-ranked team in the country, who will be gunning to clinch the conference regular season title. We're back here at Ashcroft on Thursday at a 5:15 broadcast start for us on the network. 5:30 the tip-off for the women's game. Men's game to follow. That'll feature 2 ranked teams with the conference regular season championship on the line. That apparently was not a tie-up. This is Baker's ball under the basket. Baker inbounding. Evangel will look to foul here, but the inbound's knocked away by Akins. So that was out of bounds on Evangel on a play underneath. They thought they saw a tie-up signal, but nope. Baker ball still. They get it in right side. Catching there, Fanshear, quickly fouled by Jessica Lessman. Now, Wildcats getting the ball to their best foul shooter in Fanshear, who has 6 points today, and at the line will shoot a couple. Actually, this should be a 1-and-1 still. Lessman called with her 3rd. Garza and Hudlin with 4 fouls each for Baker. No one with more than 3 for Evangel as the Crusaders call time with 19.9 seconds to go. That'll be their next to last timeout. So both teams with 1 timeout remaining. And again, we'll keep it here from Ashcroft Center late. Baker entered this game at 18-9, third place in the conference, and they had a 7-game winning streak snapped on Thursday in their last game. They were idle Saturday. It won 7 in a row until Mid-American Nazarene beat them by 2 Thursday night. They've won 8 of their last 10 since January 10th. And a team that finished last in the conference last year, now at third in the league and trying to get one of the top 2 spots in the conference. And second place might get you a bid to the NAIA National Tournament. 2 games back in the loss column of Benedictine, but they've got the Ravens head-to-head still. Front end of a 1-1 is good by Alicia Fanshear to make this a 5-point game. The second one can make it 6. That is up, and that's good. She has 8 points. Evangel now needs a pair of threes to tie with 19 seconds to go. And Irvine is the ball stolen away. Fanshear the steal, and the Crusaders foul Garza to stop the clock with 13 seconds left. Emily Akins picks up her 4th. And Garza will get free throws. Still a 1-1. And Garza at 78% on the year from the foul line. They're shooting on the front end, and she makes it. And that may be all she wrote. Now with 7-point lead and a 3-possession game now as Baker takes the 7-point advantage. Here's her second one. That is no good. Rebound Rumfeld. She'll have to push it up herself. Now trying to find Akins. Lobs it to her shy of the midcourt line. Gets around a defender. Akins pulls up for 3 and missed it off the back of the rim with 2 seconds to play. There's the horn, and the Wildcats have won it. Baker hangs on. A great effort by Evangel to give themselves a chance. They come up short, though. They had some opportunities, but Baker wins by 7, 60-53. Our post-game show is brought to you by the Assemblies of God Credit Union. We'll recap the game and visit with the Crusaders head coach Leon Neal. That when we return following this on the Crusaders Sports Network.